Hello, happy Saturday. Although I'd be happier if at the beginning of Saturday again. I just wish the weekends were longer. I am doing an unusual and very rare weekend writing sprint public on the channel for one reason only. I have a birthday party to go to, so I had to do my hair and makeup, and so now I can put my face in public. I have blonde eyebrows. It's just it's all clusterfuck under here, so I just don't normally do it. Anyway, the plan for today is to finish chapter 41. Whether that takes me 3 writing sprints or 2 writing sprints, I don't really care. We're going to finish chapter 41. I keep thinking I'm on chapter 42 and I'm just not. It's ridiculous. So this would make 4 days in a... Wait, hold on. Can I do math? 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row of doing the writing sprints, which would be really nice. And I would be very, very happy with it. Sorry, I'm just pulling up my volume mixer so that I'm ready to, mute stuff that need to be muted. All right. We're not going to... And I've got to hard it out. I have got to be done by 4 because I have to go buy a gift card for my nephew because he doesn't know what he wants because we spoil him year round. And I think that that's really the problem now is we give these kids all year round and now they're like, I don't know what I want. And it's like, how do you not have a birthday list? I don't understand this. I used to itemize mine. When the Fingerhead catalog would come at Christmas, I would have page numbers. And then I think my mom would just laugh and throw it away. But what else? All right. Let me pull up the banner. Share the screen, all the normal stuff that we do here. Where are you? There you are. Okay. We are professionals. I'll put my headphones on. And let's get into it. All right. Oh, it didn't start. Here we go. All right, we'll go with that one. All right, be back. I forgot to unmute it the whole time. I'm so annoyed. All right, let me try that again. Yeah, I'm terrible at this. Oh, there it is. I figured it out. Okay, I figured it. I fixed it. No, hide that. What are you doing? Okay, I fixed it. Yeah, it turns out I'm just terrible at this. Anyway, so yesterday when I started chapter 41, 41 has 9 scenes. I think it had 10. I cut a Michael scene, so it's actually pretty good. I wrote 3.5 last night, and I just wrote one. I finished that half today, so the 4 scene. I wrote a 5th, and then I started the 6th. I still have 3.5 scenes to write, and that's a lot for 25 minutes. So I might have to do that 3rd sprint, which I really don't want to do because it's Saturday. But you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm gonna put another coat of protective stuff on my nails. Ooh. Sorry, I don't really have a lot to do during these breaks. Like, talk about other than like, because I don't want to talk about the spoilers in the story because that's not what this is for. And you know, that's a Patreon thing. I do that at one of the levels of Patreon. I talk about everything. I have been playing a lot with the story in my free time, thinking about book 3, so I can better set up book 2. Because unlike the people who write the show, I like to know where I'm going before I get there. I think that there are certain kind of storylines that you can pants, which is you can just write as you go. And I think there are some that you probably shouldn't. It'd be good to know where you're going. So I need to know kind of the broad strokes of what I'm doing so that I can better write, make better stories. At least, you know, you'd think somebody who did it for a living and got paid to do it would be better at it. Christ, I could shit out a better story than they write on that show. And I'm kind of sad. I think that William Lipton is leaving the show, and I'm like totally happy for him. But like, I love my Cameron, and like, I just don't think he's coming back. I don't think this is a Kimberly McCullough situation. Like, I would love if it were, because I remember in the 90s, Robin went away for a couple of months, and then she came back for a year, and I kind of wish that she hadn't. And she was on the show from like what 85 until 97. No, 96, because 96 and 97 was when she was back and forth and she and Jason were doing long distance. And then 97 is when she decided to go to Paris. And that's when Kimberly McCullough left for 4 months. She left in August and didn't come back till December. And then she came back from December until December of 98, 97 until January of 99 when she told AJ about Michael. And then she left. And I didn't think we were going to get Robin back for a while because of the way she had left. And then she came back, of course, in October of 2005. She came back 6 years later. And then we had her again for about 7 years. And like, that would be great. Like, ideally, it'd be awesome if we could get like Cameron dropping in for every once in a while. And then maybe William Lipton finishes college. And then he decides he doesn't want to do music full time. And then he stays Cameron forever. I'd be okay with that. But I also kind of like, I love Robin, but I really, really miss Robin on the show. And I know that she doesn't want to return full-time to acting, but I think Robin is an important legacy character. And I want Emma back and I want Patrick back. And I just don't think we ever get those things unless we recast Robin. And that's a controversial opinion, but I do think Robin should be recast because I think Robin, now that we have Robert and Anna on the show for all these years, and we don't get to have Robin. That's some bullshit. And you guys know how I feel about Patrick. Justice for Patrick. Bring back the hot, sexy doctors and less sex offenders. Like, is that so terrible? Right? Like, I don't think that's a crazy thought. I really miss Patrick. I'm very excited to have him back in this story. He'll be back in second half of the story, I believe, is when he's scheduled to come back, maybe Act 3, and then he'll be here book 3 and 4. Haven't figured out exactly what to do with him yet. I just know that I needed Robin and Patrick back. I just needed Patrick back. I love my Patrick. All right. I'm going to go ahead and write some more. So let's go do that. All right, let me get this off. Hello. So I didn't get as far as I wanted to, and it's because I was working on a scene that's so initially I was planning to have Cameron and Oscar and Jake and Aiden and Spencer all go to the garage that Jason's going to be opening up, and that Spencer and Cameron were actually going to argue about the fact that Cameron's just not angry and Spencer thinks everybody should be as angry as he is, and that was originally the plan. But instead, for some reason, it just wasn't working that way, so I went with it. And instead, I had a scene where Jason kind of overhears Spencer complaining about the fact that Cameron's not mad and just kind of confronting him on it. And getting some really giving me an opportunity to write some more POV of Jason and how he's handling yes, I'm angry all of the time, but I also can't be angry all of the time. So kind of getting an idea of how things are going for Jason. So that was kind of ended up being 1,000 words, and it was probably I thought was going to be more I thought it was going to be more like a 600 word scene, so I plan to be done that. Right now I'm working on, so I finished that scene, and then I started the next scene, which is a Laura and Elizabeth scene where they're also talking about some file related stuff. They're going to be talking about the Ice Princess, so I had to stop and pull up the article that I have about the history of the Ice Princess so that I could kind of do that, because I'm trying to tie everything together. And then after that, I have 2 shorter scenes, which I'm honestly feeling like these are not going to get done today, because I'm looking at the scenes I have left, and I'm just I could do another sprint. I have the time. It's only 3:30, and 4 o'clock is my out, because I have to run to the store, and I have to be on the road down to my sister's by 4:30. I wanted to be there a little earlier, so I'm toying with being done. And then maybe if I come home, I will come home and I will finish this chapter on my own outside of the stream tonight when I come home. Because normally when I go to my sister's house, I'm usually gone for a while. But there are apparently a lot of children today, which fair enough. My nephew is 9. But we just had a party for my niece, and it was a family party. We did not have a lot of children there. I spend all week with children. I don't want to see more children on the weekends, which I feel guilty about admitting. But so I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to come home tonight around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'm going to finish this chapter and not do it on a sprint. I think that's what's going to happen. That's okay. I wrote a lot. I wrote a decent amount today. I feel good about what I wrote. It was a chance to get inside and talk about Jason, which I wasn't planning, and I got some good stuff. I wrote a scene that was Curtis and Drew talking about Tracy and the Susan Moore stuff. So all that's good. I'm pretty happy with it. I will not be on the channel tomorrow because I definitely am not putting on makeup tomorrow. I had to put on makeup 6 days in a row this week, and I don't. You put it on, you gotta take it off, and it's just a whole thing. But I plan to do a lot more writing this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are full days for me at work. Monday I have a faculty meeting. Fucking hate faculty meetings. Everything, if you're a teacher, that faculty meeting could have been a fucking email. It's full of useless information, but the state mandates as a Title I district, we have to, it's a whole thing. But on Thursday, I have a doctor's appointment, so I took off the day from work, and it's a 10:15 appointment. I actually do plan on writing that day. Hopefully, the expansion pack for The Sims 4 comes out, so I'm definitely got to write first, got to be responsible. And then Friday is a PD day where I only have to work 8:30 to 1, so I plan on writing that afternoon when I come home from work. Maybe doing a double session that day, I'll come home and write about from 2 to 3, and I'll come back and write from 6 to 7, we'll see. And then, of course, I have the next weekend. So I'll be doing a lot more writing this weekend because I have a lot more of an easier week ahead, outside the fact that I have a whole new rotation of kids coming in. All 3 of my classes for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade are all rotating over. So I have 18 plus 20, so 38, and then 21 more kids coming in. I have 59 new students starting on Tuesday. So it'll be exhausting, but I think I'm in a good shape for that. So I feel good about this, plan to just stop here. It's a longer chapter. It's more scenes, and there's no reason to rush it. And I do definitely not want to be late for my nephew's birthday, especially since I planned to zip out early because I didn't like children. I didn't like them. I love children. I love to work with them. I love to teach them. I just don't want to see them outside of contract hours. Only the ones I'm related to, and most of the kids at this party, I am not related to them. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Bye.